Sorry, I need that technical distance. It's fun to me. Is that better? No? Hello, hello. Yeah, see? That's fine. Hello, hello. The microphone's not working. It might have to be meditation in there. Yes. Hello, hello. Hello. Microphone. Oh, I heard no other thing. Hello. Turn it off and on again. Can I do what? Yeah, of course. Hello, hello. Is it working? No, let's go. Are you hearing my handheld? Yeah, of course. I'm just going to swap out the batteries. Oh, okay.
Is this a new battery?
That's a 9-volt. Or is the handheld better?
This one's probably easier. I just want to make sure the battery doesn't die in the middle of the registration. Testing, testing. There you go. Sorry. Hello. Okay. Now I feel like I'm on a game show, holding a microphone up.
Yes, we are now.
Okay, hello. All right, so everyone, welcome this morning. My name's Elizabeth. I'll be leading the meditation today, now that we're all set up with the microphone. I'm a longtime student here at Dawn Mountain. That's who usually leads on Sundays. We'll start with saying a short aspiration to kind of set our intention for the meditation. We'll go into the meditation and we'll have a break, and at the end we'll dedicate. So the practice that we're doing today was given to us by Adzim Rinpoche when his photo is up here. This is his throne, and we asked him, Ann and Harvey, the teachers here, asked him for something that was very profound, but that we could teach anybody who came at any time. And this is the practice that he said to teach. So we do that every Sunday. So the practice that we'll be doing today, it's two parts. The first part is watching your breath so that you can really become present in your breathing. So maybe some of you are familiar with that. Become present in the moment by watching your breath. But the second part of the meditation is chanting. And we chant the syllable hung, which maybe is in one of these pictures. Yes, it's here. And so you say hung, hung. And I'll explain all this again as we go through it. I'm sorry if I keep dropping the mic. I'm trying. So that is another way to become present in the moment through sound. So the first way is through watching your breath, entering and exiting your body. Not watching is the wrong word, just paying attention to it, being mindful. I fixed that because watching to me sounds very focused and like really concrete attention, but it's not that. You just want to rest and just let your mind naturally pay attention to your breathing. It's not anything forced. And the same way with the chanting. So I'll say more about these again, but let's just start with that. Oh, we have a book that I don't know what is this the book? Oh, Claire's going to get the book. We have a book that we write names in for at the end anybody that we want to really hold in mind and send good wishes and blessings to. So anyone who's sick or ill or having a hard time or anything, any reason, you can put yourself in there. But I will read it out loud. So don't put anything in there you don't want read out loud. You can put secret code names, whatever. Put them in the book and we'll read them out loud at the end. Okay. And who's new? Who's doing this for the first time? Okay, so some people. All right, so all right, I'll hold the microphone. This is Jay. All right, so let's what are you going to do? So let's get started then. So first thing you want to do is get yourself comfortable. So the most important thing with this, whether you're sitting on the chair or on a cushion on the floor, is that you want your back to be as straight as can be, but naturally straight, not forced, ow, just comfortable. And the reason you want it to be straight but also comfortable, kind of with its natural curve, is that for this practice, you want your skeleton to really be supporting your body. So what I mean by that is you don't want your muscles to be doing all of the work. You know the feeling of you're sitting and your muscles are, holding up your entire body, so they're getting really tense. So for everything here, we just want to be relaxed. So you just want your skeleton to naturally do the work. So, reach around. Well, maybe in Pennsylvania we say reach around, sorry. Just wiggle around, and get comfortable. And find a position that's comfortable, cross your legs, whatever you need to do. And just spine straight. So your neck, you want to be straight, and the easiest way to do that is to have your chin a little bit down. Not like this, just a little bit down so that you can feel your neck elongate. And it feels like when you're in that position that you could rest something like, maybe like a balloon on the top of your head, and it would just stay there. You see the people practicing walking very still. With this position, a balloon could sit on the top of your head. Okay. So just get comfortable. Now when we start watching our breath, you want to pay attention to your breath. You can do it through your nose or your mouth, whichever is easier for you to pay attention to. But you want to very easily and without getting too concentrated and tense, watch your breath go into your mouth, into your nose, down into your body. Pay attention to it in your body, and then pay attention to it exiting your body. So if you're able to follow your breath into your lungs, that's great. If you can kind of imaginatively follow your breath down to here, your do, it's a place of energy. You can follow your breath, your dantian, your do, you can follow your breath there. But follow your breath in and out, in and out. So naturally, you'll become distracted. You won't be paying attention to your breath. That's fine. Just don't get hung up on that you're distracted. Just think, oh, I'm distracted, and let it go. And just go back to watching your breath. So we'll do this for a few minutes before we do the chanting. And I'll talk about the chanting again before we do it. one thing, if you can leave your eyes open just a crack, that's good, just because it gets you more accustomed to being mindful and in the moment, even once you get up off the cushion. Now, if that's too distracting today or at any time, it's fine to have your eyes closed, but it's just something you can do. Then we'll do a round of chanting. So again, you say Hong Hong, and just do this at your own pace. You don't have to follow me exactly. And I'll stop after a few minutes, but it'll also tend to naturally, the energy will die off by itself. So let's do that. Hong Hong Then just go back to your breathing. If you're totally distracted and your mind has just wandered off somewhere else or some other time, just you can move around. Just take a moment to really bring yourself back to the room, be present, move around, start your breathing again. We're going to do one more round of the breathing and chanting. And if you have just wandered off somewhere else, it's totally fine. It happens to everyone. Just be gentle with yourself and come back to the room, nice and easy. It's a place to relax and really be present. So we'll have about a 10-minute break, and we have refreshments in the hallway. Stretch your legs, and I will ring the bell again to make sure everyone's back here. We'll just meditate for a couple minutes and have a little closing. We'll read the names and close. All right. See you in a few minutes.
I ask precious three gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The five skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly. I ask precious three gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The five skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly. I ask precious three gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The five skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly.
So we'll just take a few minutes to settle into our cushions again. Oh, and then where's the book? Okay, when you're done, do you mind bringing it to me? Or whoever uses it last? Because then I'll read the names. So let's settle back down. Remember to get comfortable, your posture. Then today we hold in mind all sentient beings, but especially Dominica, Rahim, Raito, Tara, Gary, Gyatso, Vatana, Vasuda and Padash, Gabriel G. Bardo, Jim Goodman Bardo, Burrell, Camachos, Mike, Amparo and family, Kaisu, Mary Scott, David, Karma Choling, Tselwa, Adam, Ola, Animals, My Family, my dad, JD, Warren, Elaine, Rolf, Safe Travels, Victims of Gun Violence, my Aunt Linda dying of cancer, my mother, Julie, my wife, Andrea, and daughters, Ashley and Brittany, Tanika, Ansi, Anna, and the kids. I'm sorry. With somebody in the Bardo that I can't read, I'm sorry. Sonia's dad, Bardo, Connie, Rebecca, Averly, Victor, Tono. I'm sorry if I've just massacred anybody's names. Berden, Charlotte, Donner, Roxanne, Fusilier, Doug, Anna and Peter, Lila, Brooke, the Flager family, blessed children and teachers in Florida, Betty Bradford Bardo, Nancy Hirsch Martin Bardo, and Jenna Wood. So then I've just neglected to mention this earlier, but if you have this sheet, we'll do the dedication and the blessing. And then, do you mind lighting the candle during the blessing? Okay. By this good may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, everyone, to reach to that very ground. With all of you in mind, we light this lamp of clarity. May the glow of love, wisdom shine within us, everyone, till we all rise forth born in one enlightened mandala. Sun will just close with an awe, sending out this energy to ourselves, to the room, world, the entire universe. So thank you everyone for coming. We have an awesome website with all of our activities on it. So I'm not going to list them all now, unless there's something important to Oh, yeah, thank you. Okay, there's a retreat next weekend on Friday evening and Saturday. And Ann and Harvey will be leading that on a practice called Chu. I think that's and otherwise, Teaching Tuesdays, first Sundays, Ann and Harvey are here leading meditation and teaching starts at 10:30 instead of 11. Otherwise, thank you all for coming. Yeah. Any other?